Habari gani? Kujichagulia. Happy Kwanzaa Day 2 Umoja. We got one jam session down and 6 more to go. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo as always on your Venus and Neptune ruled Oshun venerated thank Goddess. It's Friday. And it is Kujichagulia, dripping all in Oshun's honey, self-love, self-determination. All right. I love it. Self-definition as well. And at a rapid rate, humanity is discovering who we are spiritually. And then adding that to our physical identity. And then adding that to the rich legacy of our ancestors. And if that ain't enough to put some fuel in your tank of determination, I don't know what is. It is December 27th, 2024, and the day vibrates on a 2. And that's the divine feminine number on the divine feminine day on Kwanzaa Day 2. Don't you love that divine alignment? I most certainly do. And this is all going down on your first Friday of winter solstice and the first one of Capricorn season. So shout out to the sea goats. And tonight, the moon is still waning, slipping out of Scorpio and into Sagittarius energy. So you want to banish everything that keeps you from aiming high. Because Kwanzaa, Kujichagulia, is all about self-determination. And that's what Sagittarius arrows do. Aim high. If you've been jamming to the Mothership all day today, then you started out at 12 a.m. with some solar plexus sleep meditation for that chakra right there in the middle of you, that God painted yellow. Then you had the 6 a.m. cosmic weather forecast, followed by the rising Bimbe to Oshun. And we've been jamming to the melodic, sensual mothers of R&B song. So here's what you get each and every Thank Goddess It's Friday on rotation 5 of the Mothership's 7 orbits. Check it out. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Aquarian Age, 222.9 the Mothership. Beam up. Yellows, golds, Venus, Iba Osun, love, sensuality, voices of the mothers. Welcome to Fridays on the Mothership. 222.9. Beam up. And we are back. So if you're watching on Facebook, then you all know the drill. You tune in to today's jam session with the player right there on the page. Just push the button and beam up to this 24/7 cosmic groove for the quasars. If you enjoy flavorful writing, I've got flavorful reading on my Friday blog. Honey, love, and war paint. Ashe. And of course, today is Kwanzaa Day 2 of the Kwanzaa with iiiYansa Jam sessions. So immediately following this live stream, we will be going straight into songs we all know and love that hold hints, clues, whispers, energies of Kujichagulia energy. But before I get to your daily open book tarot read for the lovers, I am going to read you an excerpt from my Kwanzaa book, Kwanzaa in Orbit, Kwanzaa Beamed Up, and it is a guide through the Nguzo Saba ceremonies using astrology, numerology, candle and color vibrations, herbal elixirs, Bible scriptures, healing stones, meditations on the Orishas, original poetry, and commentaries. And I wrote this book in a way that you can use year-round for self-help and self-growth. Ashe? All right, so I'm going to read you a piece of the Kujichagulia chapter, and I hope you enjoy. Kujichagulia, self-determination. to define, create, and speak for ourselves. Okay, let's see, which part do I want to read? Okay, let's start here. It is no wonder that the principle of self-determination calls for the igniting of the first red candle the furthest to the left of the Kinyata. Interesting how the color red also resonates with the root chakra, very important chakra to activate in recovering self-identity. The two aspects of Kujichagulia are two of the main challenges that we face as a people. Many atrocities have been committed against us to break our determination to strive and to keep us from ever recovering our true identity. But we did, and we did it from within. So let's reignite that motivation tonight. In ancient practices, red candles are used to ignite passion, drive, lust, love, and in extreme cases, rage. But allow these things to marinate on your spirit in positive ways as you make your way to light the red candle. Ashe. There's something else I want to share. And this is a different commentary in this book called What Are You Calling Yourself These Days? All right. Words have a lot of power. So the words that we use to title ourselves are very, very important. This is why the oppressors of our ancestors took away our names and gave us names that didn't speak to our greatness, or so they thought. This is why we had naming ceremonies for our returned ancestors when they were reborn. This is why priests and priestesses of African spirituality get new names sacred to our Orishas, Ifa, and our highest destiny. This is why our Nation of Islam brothers take on the name Muhammad to bring a name to their higher vibration. And this is why we must be careful what we name ourselves all the way across the board, on stage, in spirit, and on screen. The vibration carries. Ashe. This book is available on Amazon that you can use to keep the Nguzo Saba year-round. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, and this is 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. And this is Kwanzaa with iiiYansa Day 2. I'll be right back with your tarot read. Love and light, beautiful souls and star seeds, how are we doing? This is iiiYansaje Muse coming to you from 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio with a quick question. Where and how are you spending this Kwanzaa? Prayerfully, you will be joining me for Kwanzaa with iiiYansa, the jam sessions. You don't have to move to any location, don't have to come to an event. All you have to do is beam up to the radio station from right where you are to get some of the best in the old school jam sessions in alignment with the Kwanzaa's principles. And we're going to talk about how the Nguzo Saba ceremonies include astrology, numerology, candle and color vibrations, herbal elixirs, Bible scriptures, healing stones, meditation on the Orishas, and original poetry and commentaries. All of these things mixed up into Kwanzaa's principles, and we're going to discuss and explore how we can keep these Kwanzaa principles year-round. And all you have to do is follow 222.9 The Mothership on their daily Facebook pages to catch the planetary alignment with each Kwanzaa principle, and tune in to the station to get your jam on, aligned with the Nguzo Saba. Kwanzaa with iiiYansa, December 26th through January 1st. Only on your radio station for the road less traveled, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. And we are back. So, as always, I use my Medicine Woman Healing deck on Thank Goddess It's Friday. And they already had one card pop out, so we'll get to that after we open the book. Let's see what we got here. All right. Okay. All right. So, on the east hand, we have the Peacemaker or the Hierophant card. So, in your self-determination, self-definition, when you come from a really rich history, it's really easy to get arrogant and drunk off your own juice. As opposed to, I know we call ourselves gods, but remember that we're gods with a little g, not a big one. So when you reignite your powers of manifestation, your powers of self-determination, your powers of self-definition, keep these powers in the space of creating peace. That way, you don't use the very thing you're blessed with to curse your life when it falls into egotistical energy. And on the west hand, you have the Six of Arrows inverted. So it's time to let a lot of things leave your life that are causing strife, because underneath the Peacemaker card, we have the Tower inverted. And with the Tower inverted, that marks an end of, how do I put it? An end of a period of suffering. And that's a good thing. So as your determination rebuilds, the universe is guiding you to act not in a space of vengeance, but just in a space of power. Because the best vengeance is success. The best vengeance is allowing the Most High, your ancestors, your spirit team, to step in on your behalf. That way, you can stay in the beauty of your self-definition. You can stay in the beauty of your self-determination. And what are you determined for? Prayerfully higher ground. On the west end of the cards, we have the Apprentice of Pipes showing up underneath the Six of Arrows inverted. And that's a Queen of Wands kind of energy, which means that in your self-determination, in your self-definition, you will discover powers you didn't even know you had. But when you use them for the right reasons, more will be revealed. And the card that popped out was the Moon inverted with the grandmothers, which speaks to female ancestors and allowing yourself to heal out loud. Because as you can see, if you turn it right side up, you see the ancestral spirit sprinkling knowledge as the woman is asleep. But it showed up inverted, which means that there is some calming in your energies and some discipline in your energies that need to be done before you can get to higher levels of power. I mean, if us human adults wouldn't put a weapon in the hand of a child, the spirits would neither do the same for us. So when it comes to layers of self-discovery, make sure you do so in love so that you can get more out of the universe, more out of your life, and more out of all of the things you're determined to achieve. The ancestors are waiting to hand it to you. So go lick yourself a little honey and give thanks for your triumphs. Ashe. There is my general message. Should you need a personal read, then by all means, dial the number on the screen or hit up my pin site link for some live readings or one with a 24-hour turnaround. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9 The Mothership. Beam up. Every year, the 7 days of Kwanzaa fall on different days of the week, which changes their planetary alignment, their Orisha connections for those that live the Ifa life, and the daily numerologies. So, if you want to take your Kwanzaa experience to the quasar level, then grab your copy of the 2024 Kwanzaa Astrology Guide. And I also have Kwanzaa in Orbit, Kwanzaa Beamed Up, available on Amazon, because Kwanzaa with iiiYansa is Kwanzaa on a whole other level. Beam up. And we're back. So you babies know the drill. I gotta get back on up to the mothership and cook up more of this mojo. And with that said, we're gonna kick off this Kwanzaa with iiiYansa Jam Session Part 2 with Queen by Janelle Monáe and Erykah Badu. There's some self-definition for you. And I'll see you babies tonight on the forecast. Happy Kwanzaa from 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the Aquarian age. Beam up. You know what makes orbits so fascinating? They move very, very fast, yet appear to be moving very slow. Actually, orbits do both simultaneously. 222.9 The Mothership Internet Radio is a 24/7 orbit rotation of old school grooves, planetary funk, and mystic teaching. Here's what's going on today in the Mothership's orbit.